How do we hear with this fucking crazy lot? Holy fucking shit.
Stage
What?
crazy.
Stage crazy, yeah. It's fantastic. GM is angry at the Bab. Okay. We will no longer do the Bab. Master GM. Oh, high and mighty. Please
DM,
forgive
not the
us. Alright. So we're back with this. Who's gonna do the oh, what you call it? The recap.
The recap. I will determine the recap will be done by Jonas.
Sure.
Did you say Bab instead of back?
No.
That's a lot of
No, I
HP.
didn't.
So last time on Forsaken Throne, the intrepid party plunged into the abyss that was the sewer system and found kobolds. The kobold tried to talk or do something, but we had none of it because we saw him carrying plague vials, so we basically attacked him. And once they were dead, and we fought like upside down ninja rats. Had like the best AC in the world for climbing upside down, but you know, they train him good in the sewers, I suppose. Then we went up into a garden of south side. We have basically run the blockade using the sewers, and we found the kid that we were looking for, and he was like sitting in the garden something, and then guards showed up and was like, "Oh, you can't be here." And we were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna leave." And we were like, "Well, we need to look at you while you leave, because otherwise we can't be sure that you leave." And we were like, okay, that's kind of weird, but sure. And we tried to bluff them and get our way out, but they wouldn't have it. And then, so we freaked out and told us to kill them all, which we did, with the help of the lovely Crimson up in the tree, which was a rogue that climbed down and started flirting with basically everybody. Apparently, she is some sort of like loyalist faction of the old Empress before she was murdered. And you know, in this and other battles after this meeting, Raphael got hit and is now sick with the like zombie plague and is going to die a horrific and slow death, and it's very bad. While this was going on, furious research was done by the you know, those who can do research in the party, which is basically Laurel, Erythralind, and Zoe. And the results of said research was apparently so exciting that Laurel ran screaming down the street to talk to Mother Elena at the church. You know, still, Raphael is dying, and we have a lead because we are torturing a kobold in the basement of Bollard's house. And the kobold has revealed some information. Basically, there is some sort of storehouse for the plague vials, and we're going to go there and raid it and take the plague vials and shut down their operation. And that's where we start.
Very well. The date is 22nd of Gosrin. And the first people to wake up is both Zoe and Riffland, who feel absolutely sick out of their minds.
Well, it sucks, that's for sure.
They wake up very...
They saw Bollard shirtless, and it's haunting them.
They wake...
It's not
you guys are
haunting
waking up
them, they're
exceptionally...
just swooning so hard.
They're
You guys
just
wake up exceptionally early.
oh, goodness.
They just get so lightheaded, just
The sun hasn't
Bollard
even
is
rose
ripped.
yet.
Right.
The sun hasn't
He
even rose
is.
yet. And a cold breeze kind of rolls through. Something just doesn't feel quite right to either of you. The exact feelings you guys already know in the PM.
Yeah, we know what happened.
Yeah.
Suppose it would be very early.
Yeah.
Or sleep.
Yes, this is before sunrise. They've woken up.
Okay. Riff would probably go to the kitchen and get something to drink while freaking the fuck out as to what has just happened.
You drink your sorrows.
Yeah. It'd just be like water, so you know.
There's not really any alcohol in the house.
No, it'd just be water.
Still try and drink your sorrows.
Yeah.
What does Zoe do waking up so sickened?
Waking up sickened, she'll go get some water and some food, use precipitation on it. I think that's what it's called.
Do you have that? You have purified food and water.
Purify food and drink. She'll purify it just in case, since she's feeling quite sick, and contemplate on what the hell that dream was about and why she's feeling sickened about it. That is kind of weird.
What you're drinking doesn't seem to help at all. You're sort of feeling just as sickened as you sit there alone in
Okay,
the dark morning
she'll
corridor.
just hold the glass and just look at it and just relax and then put the cold glass against his forehead.
There is an icy wind still blowing through, which is quite unusual. It's normally quite warm around here.
Well, that's weird. She has to ask Ballard about that at his house.
Was there else?
It's not-
My house
Yes,
doesn't
yes.
have temperature problems.
He has medieval indoor plumbing and central heating, you know?
No, he doesn't. Well, she'll talk to Ballard about the fact that there's something.
You wake up, Wallace.
No.
Oh, it's super early.
It's super. She'll wait with that glass, sit and look at the glass and water, and sometimes put it on her forehead and get some water in her face.
If you do anything, you just wait for a few hours.
Yeah.
She's not gonna wake them up because of that.
No.
When a few hours pass, eventually sunrise is going to come.
Riff will wait until Laurel rises. She'll be in the little research room of theirs.
You're in the lab where Laura's like sleeping like on the other side.
Yeah.
Laurel wakes up at sunrise. He usually does. Very tired, of course. Yeah. So sits up and folds the little bed he has. He sleeps on up again under the table where it is in the lab. He will quietly begin to clean up a little before the day earlier. Not really noticing her much. Trying to be quiet and not wake anyone up.
Riff will say, good morning, Laurel. Did you sleep alright?
He'll look a little surprised as she looks to her, not really remembering that she's here. Until then, it dawns on him, yeah. What happened? She is here. She slept here. He's like, oh, yes, I slept alright. Not a lot, of course, but, I can't help but feel that what we did yesterday was not as good as it could have been.
Riff nods and says, yeah, I think this part wasn't actually magic. Not too sure.
Frown slightly. Then we've wasted time. It really is a lot better when we have something to actually study instead of all this theoretical stuff. I'm much better with the experimental methods.
I think we should probably get the rest and go and see if we can hunt out some more of those vials.
Yes, you look horrible. Something wrong? Is it the smell?
No,
Some time for me to get used to it.
it's just something strange. I don't know. Something's not quite right.
Frown's looking at her.
There's
Not quite right.
It's something in the air. Last night was a bit strange. I
Sniffs
don't
around.
know. Something's just not right in the city. Apart from the
Oh,
walkers,
damn well
of
it's
course.
not. Look at all
mean-
this plague, disparity. The rich going on with their lives, whilst locking up the poor and the plague. Hoping that it'll go all the way by itself. No, things are not right. Haven't been for a long time, I suppose.
I mean, worse. Something dark. There's something wrong. Something really wrong with the city. More so than crime and walkers. I don't know.
Puzzled? I'm not sure I understand.
Griff shrugs. I guess we'll find out. I'm not entirely sure how to think on this.
Sure, right then. Guys, but we should get the others. Might want to clean this lab up first, and then we've got to let this stay. And he'll just go a quick check to check if there's any like smoke sticks or panacea, anything that sort of fell over next to where she's been sleeping. Like,
Doesn't seem to be anything that's fallen over.
all right, well, you never know what's happened to fall in a bottle of acid and boiled away during the night. It's happened
My
before.
brain.
He's had some crazy dreams from that.
If there is anything, it's very small, whatever's fallen down. If there is
Oh, yeah.
anything.
Or disappeared by now. Yeah, all right. Well, he concludes that's probably it, and She just does some cleaning up, lets her sit there and sort of get to herself. Breakfast
You
will be
tidy up.
served some in a few hours.
Okay. So Raphael and Bollard are going to wake up. Zoe's going to be like on the... If Bollard had like a dining room, I guess she'll be in there.
Put a glass of water she's looking at. In her hand.
What?
Holding a glass of water.
Zoe woke up when the sun came up, and she's been up ever since.
Okay. No, Raphael gets up, goes over, does his washing, and go and get some breakfast. He has no shirt on, of course, because why would he?
You scoundrel.
It's true.
Yes. Bollard wakes up and even before food is made, he just has bacon in his mouth.
Somehow.
There is always cooked bacon.
He had
in
a
the
bag
house
of holding
Bollard.
full of bacon.
Yeah.
Bag of
That's
bacon.
where all my starting money went.
It's like Elminster's ever smoking pipe about bacon.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how it
Well,
works.
if any of you were to look at Zoe, you can tell that she looks very pale, and she does not look well.
Well, Raphael, eats, the bacon or whatever is for breakfast, and between the shoes, the shoeing, he will look over to Zoe and say, "Oh, why, Zoe, you look radiant as always, but something is troubling you, I see. What is it?
She looks.
Is it what we did to the thing in the basement? Pay no mind to it. The creature is evil."
Well, no, I was not down there when you did it. I was up here. But something is in the air. It's like something is gonna happen. Something bad.
Raphael sniffs. Are you sure it is not the bacon?
Don't you dare blame the bacon man.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't blame a man's
That's
bacon.
how you die.
So
Oh,
you
God.
just see Bollard like stiffens and his knuckles grow white.
Looks too
The
She looks
bacon.
No, it's not the bacon. There's something in the whole city, in the air. Something
well.
sick.
Well, emotions again. We are in a plague zone. Also, I am supposedly infected.
Well, whatever it is, it's making me sick. And I don't
Oh.
feel very well.
Raphael is outraged at such a statement. Truly, if someone is not to be sick, it is lovely Zoe.
She smiles. It'll be okay. It'll disappear.
Oh, very well then. Perhaps some fresh air outside. Before we go back into the sewers again, of course.
Can Zoe cast a heal check and see if there's anything she can do about it?
What, about yourself being sick?
What?
Sorry, what was you saying? Because I was looking at the stream chat.
Oh, that is so... That's
That
low.
is bad.
He's
That is-
becoming me!
He's always
can
looking
I-
at Reddit.
I'm never looking at Reddit during session.
Can I heal check? Can I roll a heal check to see if there is anything so I can do about the
Second?
nausea, the second?
Yeah, you can roll a hill check.
There's a -3 to that one.
You consider... I mean... There's a -3 to that, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, you kind of think and you consider, but you can't really come up with anything on the top of your head that's going to really help too much. Everything you can think of, you probably already tried.
Well, then she can use a surgeon's tool. Then there's not a -3.
You cannot use surgeon tools on this.
Oh,
This is not surgery.
too bad.
Unless you want to, like, remove parts of your brain, I guess.
No, I don't think that's going to be a
Self-authorization.
good idea.
Then no.
You can take 15 intelligence damage to remove the infection.
15 intelligence damage, put her in a coma.
You do it.
You know.
Knock me out and turn me into a woman.
Are you saying that women are -15 intelligence?
No, but if you knock me
God,
out,
you
I'm
set
gonna
that
be.
on the... Oh, I can't believe you went there.
You sexist pig!
Gender
What?
politics.
Chauvin.
The stream.
If Raphael were a woman, Ballard would swoon.
Raphael is a woman.
Most charming lady ever.
Mm-hmm.
You said that a couple of times, probably. You know, if you were a woman.
Oh, don't get me started,
Oh,
Raphael.
the things.
I'll
the
just
things I would
walk
let
over
you
My
do
here.
to me.
bedroom door would be locked all day. Okay.
Raphael smiles. You are always such a charmer, Ballard, and your affections is well received.
Come
I am flattered, really.
now, you two, get a room.
So you agrees, get a room.
We have one.
We have this room and we have the bacon. I think the rest is gonna happen by itself.
Whoa!
So he's gonna go home.
Leave the two
Well-
lovebirds pining for each other over the bacon.
While walking home, Laura will probably be finished cleaning at that point.
Raphael and Ballard, I'm assuming I have Jonas's permission for this. We're gonna do like a Lady in the Tramp thing with the bacon. Or we're just gonna eat it separate ends.
Oh, it is truly the
Fuck
most
no.
romantic breakfast ever.
One second, can I find an image?
Is it
Yeah, you can
streaky
notice.
bacon or is it back bacon?
That is
Yes.
a good question.
What?
How
Yes,
do we
yeah.
even
that doesn't
how,
answer.
how do we even get bacon in like this?
He
Ward
has a
off
stockpile
quarantine.
of bacon.
My
I
God.
have
He has a
some
cupboard full of
breeding-
bacon.
I like to
some
think he
breeding
buys it in
stock of
bulk.
pigs.
Yeah, yeah.
I like
I
to
just
say,
eat
bacon.
pigs.
Like
A
there's
month?
the house
That's
next
just-
door. No one lives there. That's just my pig storage.
He's got pigs. hung
should
in there.
totally open a butchery at some point.
Oh.
Ballard's Butchery. Fresh meat.
Yeah. Fresh meat is the slogan. And when you
Don't
open the
ask
door,
where it
that's what
comes
it
from.
says.
Don't ask where it comes from.
Fresh meat.
Like if an adventurer having a butchery, that's pretty badass.
It may or may not come from kobolds.
Let's
Would you
keep
like
going,
to
let's
order
keep
our
going.
mystery meat?
Alright, hang
meal?
on. Alright. Let's go.
Kobold
keep-
jerky.
Going way off topic, come on.
If Laurel is finished cleaning, it'll be in a couple of hours, and so his mother will have gotten up and began cooking some breakfast. Just some, I mean, not really anything fancy, just some.
Bacon.
No, that's too fancy for what he
Porridge?
eats. Yeah, something like that. You know,
Yeah, she
Oats.
probably makes like four bowls of porridge.
Do I have a feeling that you two didn't do that stuff? Or did you do
don't-
that stuff?
You don't
Did
want to know.
you?
Well, what do you think?
I mean, you left. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, she would only have left if you started doing that. It would have been a little too awkward. Well, maybe
You
no,
seem
she
to be
wouldn't.
you seem to be at home.
Damn it! She wouldn't have left. She would just fine. That's okay.
But-
You can do that.
You like hide in the kitchen.
You'll hide in the kitchen under the sink.
Cup of water.
Laurel won't say a whole lot. He's
Wait.
still musing over the problems they hit last night. Sort of a bit of a hard nut of a place. You know, there's not really a lot of progress that they made, and it's difficult, and he has a hard time taking his mind off of it.
Riff will slowly eat, pushing her food around while she's chewing, like the porridge in the bowl. She doesn't really seem like she wants to be eating, but no, she should.
Looks to her and sort of not used to eating this sort of thing.
No, whatever it was last night, it just makes me feel really ill. Not really feeling up to eating.
So looks at her, checks for the primary sort of examinations to see if he can sort of gauge anything being wrong with her. Like, does he seem to have common symptoms of being sick, or?
You examine her. She doesn't seem to have any like flu-like symptoms, for example, and definitely no symptoms of the plague. Though not many of them show. So
Francis, well, it's not the plague. Besides, that will take days to set in, as you know. Perhaps you caught something in one of the refugee camps. It's not uncommon.
Maybe, I'm not too sure though.
A trip down into the sewers cannot have done wonders for her health either. or for my appetite. So it looks at the gruel. Try to eat little. You can have an apple if you want. We don't have a lot of them, but sort of shy gives her a trying smile. Anything for a friend.
She gives a weak smile back and says, "Thank you, but I think I'll pass."
All right then. Sort of try to engage her in some slight talk about the problem they encountered. And assuming she doesn't stay too interested, you'll just sort of eat and then really just be, he feels a little awkward in this situation, sitting here sort of not really being able to. He's not really good at small talk, so I want to eat.
As Laura was kind of eating, you kind of maybe like peer at the window. Laura notices something unusual.
Oh,
Oh crap!
It seems to be snowing.
snowing.
Does Laurel say that?
He sort of looks out and says, "What the hell?"
Riff looks up. What?
It's snowing.
It's
here.
what? But it shouldn't. What?
I'll put the rest of his porridge on the sort of the table.
It's spring. Why?
Walk outside.
Riff will follow him, going outside.
Is it very cold?
Yes.
Like how cold?
Oh, snow cold.
You're coming outside. You're shivering. Coming outside.
Oh my.
The snow something seems a bit off about it though.
He'll look
Can't
at
put
it.
your finger on it. So it just seems a little strange. I mean, other than the fact of the timing of it.
Is it fake snow?
It is not fake snow.
Detect
because
magic.
he just had an idea to make fake snow.
Detect magic.
Stuck
Is
in
it magical?
There is a magical aura following it.
Riff perks up and says, "It's good magic following it." But what? Why?
Then
Kinda-
somebody must be trying to. Frowns. Well, why would anyone?
Riff interrupts Laura and says, "Wait. You told Mother Eleanor that the cold slows down the plague. Is it possible she has a hand in this?"
Don't know how she would have this ability, but that's true. Yes, the cold does slow down the plague. This is good.
This is really good.
It's reassuring, really.
This should slow down any walkers that are changing. It should slow down their change as well.
Should slow down all of it. Yes. People will have a greater chance of surviving. Good. You might have gotten us some time. You need to be very, very sure of this. No. Just starting to get worried. Right, well, I suppose there's no reason to dwell on it. If it is a byproduct of something else going on, or if it is Mother Eleanor who has done this, then, well, regardless, it is good for us.
Riff nods.
I suppose
Yeah.
we should go and see if the others are ready.
Yeah. Riff will start walking down to Bollard's house and knocks on the door.
By the way,
Loudly.
so it would have mentioned the cold breeze in his house.
Well,
Your house
Ballard feels it as well. It's not his house. It must be the weather.
well,
You
you
look
would.
outside and see snow.
if-
I've knocked on the door,
Yeah.
god damn it.
Yeah, and I've opened the door. Hello.
You
There's
see,
snow.
you see Raphael shirtless in the kitchen eating bacon.
And Ballard shirtless in the door eating bacon.
It's a bonding moment, really.
Oh.
And Zoe hiding under the kitchen table.
Shivering.
No, she's sitting at the table with that glass of water. But she still has her shirt on, though.
Yeah, I'd hope so. Yeah, so
Shirtless o'clock in here.
Riff says, well,
Shirtless o'clock.
I don't know if you
Thank-
guys can see, but it's kind of snowing and it's kind of cold, and that's really weird. It's spring.
Well, what are you waiting for then? Close the damn door.
Riff,
Raphael gets up and sort of shivers a bit and goes over to his clothes and starts rummaging around.
Riff will go in the house.
So we will
Alright.
go out. Why is it snowing? It's spring.
Riff will stop halfway and say, well, I think it's magical. There's something magical to do with it.
Oh, shield detect magic. Go.
You can feel magic in the air.
There is definitely magic in the air. This is so weird. Oh,
It seems like every single piece of snow is like its individual like wisp of magic.
So someone has cast a spell in this city?
I think so,
Should we-
but
Seemingly
maybe
so.
if someone's cast a spell, then that might be the reason why I had that weird dream. I don't know.
So I look surprised. What dream? What did you dream?
Riff looks back kind of surprised as well. It's like, did you have a dream?
I had a dream, yes.
Did you hear horse hooves?
Half-hoods ravens with poisonous wings.
Oh, I didn't quite have that.
There were ravens with that dripped with yellow slime.
Oh,
Then I could feel the life force of the city. It was so corrupted and
I felt that.
sometimes non-existent.
I felt that there's like the inner workings of the city were corrupt, blackened, and not right. And I saw this seal.
Like the animal or the...
As in, like a
Okay,
seal,
crest.
not
A
a crest.
a sigil. What kind? What did it look like?
Yeah.
Can you draw it?
Can I?
Does
DS?
Ballard keep paper in the house?
Yeah.
You can draw it.
How else will he do his shopping list for pig food and bacon?
Bacon and bacon
Yep.
and bacon.
It's like you can see in the corner, there's a pile of old shopping lists and all of them are identical.
Okay, then Riff will draw it out.
10,000 lists with bacon.
Riff will draw it out and then use prestidigitation to turn it crimson.
Colour it.
Yeah, to colour it into like crimson blood colour-ish thing.
Well, in that case, anyone looking at it can make me a religion check or a plane check. There you go.
So I will help the others with a guidance.
Anyone else who can do any check, if anyone.
I don't have anything.
Because Zoe might be the only one who has any skill here.
I have Arcana, but that's it.
Did you give yourself your +1?
Wait,
Yes, I did.
You're not entirely sure what this seal is.
She looks apologetic to Rifflin. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. I don't feel quite well
Riff,
because
nod,
of the dream.
Riff nods and says, I don't either. What's going on? It's really weird.
She looks at the group. Well, since we're the only one connected to magic, maybe that's the reason.
She nods. Yeah, that would
The others
explain.
can't. I guess the others can't feel it.
Suppose it's lucky for them, hey?
Laurel's frown deepens.
So he looks apologetic towards Laurel.
At this point, Raphael comes out of the room he was sleeping in, you know, pulling off on the last boot and throwing his cape rakishly over his shoulder, and looks at them. Well, everyone looks so glum this morning.
We both had, me and Zoe had strange dreams. I think must be something magical because we're the only two connected to any form of magic. You guys are not.
Ah, Raphael sort of quirks an eyebrow. Perhaps. He looks around. But is there anything we can do about it?
Zoe looks at the drawing. I think we should take it to Mother Eleanor and ask her about it.
Yeah, probably.
In the door and says, there is something else we should do. I would appreciate us doing this sooner rather than later, actually. Mr. Ballard, we had quite the bend in the research yesterday, and it seems like we're stuck for now. We'll need more research materials to really get anywhere. That storage building the creature told you about, you know where it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
We could go there and see if we can retrieve any more vials of this plague. Perhaps it would really help the research effort. He looks to Raphael as he continues. After all, we don't know how much time we have exactly. The cold will help, though.